Hello, everybody. My name is Diane Parks, and today I'll be talking with Lisa Doud, one of my amazing clients. I'll be asking her some questions about her experience with momentum coaching and with me as her career coach. Lisa, it's great to see you. How you doing?
Great. It's good to see you too. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for making the time to talk with me today and provide your feedback.
Of course, my pleasure.
So let's start with just a brief introduction, just a little bit about yourself and about what you do.
So my name is Lisa. I live in New Jersey. And before I started working with momentum coaching, I was in the marketing industry, doing marketing and advertising for over 20 years. Spent part of that time running a company in Southern California, and then relocated back to New Jersey, where I, again, was in marketing, but wasn't really happy in the career path that I was in. So was looking for a change and reached out to Momentum Coaching to help me facilitate moving into what my next career change would be.
And so, what was your biggest challenge? I know, of course, we know the answers to the questions because we've talked, but I know you were looking for a career change. But what was a particular challenge that you faced that made you think this is not where I need to be right now? I need to be somewhere else.
I think the biggest challenge is I just wasn't happy where I was. I was doing work that I had done for a long time, but it really wasn't fulfilling anymore. And I wanted to find a career for the last part of my life that would fulfill my soul and my vision for what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah. And we've talked about that a few times. Both of us have similar age, similar shifts in our lives, and looking at really how do we want to spend that last chapter and realizing, I remember we talked about it. You said, I don't want to spend it unhappy. I want to spend it doing something that makes my heart feel full. So yeah, so we got together. And do you
Mhm,
want to share anything about the process? Because we actually met in person. I flew out to New Jersey. We spent some time together and
mhm.
did some work. And if you describe that, that'd be great.
Yes, I mean, I feel it was really helpful for us to meet in person and go through the process, especially the dream work and, what were those things that I dreamed about doing, um and getting them down on paper and taking a look at them, and then kind of talking about how do I get there? What are my next steps and how do I get there? And I mean, the work that we did lead me to finding another position, which um, helps is helping me transition. But with your continued coaching, I'm able to move forward and still looking for that dream job that we keep talking about, and that I look forward to fulfilling that dream.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when we spent time in New Jersey that we talked out loud about what's possible. And it seemed real clear it was going to be a longer journey, that there were going to be steps in between that you
Hmm.
would take. And it was pretty awesome when you moved from the position you were in to the position that you're now in, where you feel like you're making some progress.
Yes, I mean, being able to make that transition and move into another position, which kind of came along pretty quickly after we met, but still knowing that it was a transition, or it is a transition, and
Yeah.
there's still something else out there that um, to fulfill my dream.
Yeah. Well, and let's be clear, we're not so old that we don't have a couple of decades left, right?
Yeah,
So there is
yeah.
still
There's a little
time.
time left. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember really clearly you talking about, okay, but how do I now I know where I want to go. Okay, I know where I'm at. All right, what are the next steps? And pretty
Mhm.
quickly as we talked, they started to come pretty easily. And I was as almost as surprised as you were how quickly you then were able to move in a different direction and secured another position that seemed to just kind of come out of almost nowhere.
Mhm. Yes, and I feel like, that like one of the things that you told me was just get on LinkedIn and look around and see who's there that you know. You never know who you reach out to, and that's exactly what happened. I ended up going on LinkedIn and connected with somebody that I used to work with, and she asked me what I was doing, and I told her, and I got a new position. So
And when I think of the list of things that you had that you were going to work on, that was probably one of the easiest ones, right?
yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll get on LinkedIn. Okay, I can do that, a couple, 3 times a week, and I'll reach out to somebody. It seemed almost like a footnote in the plan,
Hmm.
and it became so pivotal as in terms of moving you forward.
Yes.
How's
Yeah.
it feel?
Just it felt great. I mean, it felt great to move out of a position where I really wasn't happy and move back into something that I really love doing, but still knowing that it's not the last transition, that
Right.
there's still more to come. So using this as a learning experience and a stepping stone, and still continuing to move forward and look for that dream work that we talked about.
Yeah, yeah, pretty exciting. Well, I'm excited because I know our journey is going to continue, and I will be there. Maybe I'll be back in New Jersey. We'll go to another concert, which we also did when I was out. So I'll look forward to that. One last question before we close off. What would you say to prospective clients that are watching this video and are considering engaging me as their career coach?
I would say, what are you waiting for? Diane is amazing, and the work that I do with her really has enlightened me and let me take a different perspective on what's possible and what I can achieve, and help me put together a plan to get there. So, um, don't wait any longer. Diane's an amazing coach, and she is someone who's dedicated to helping you find your happiness and get that dream job or whatever your dream is. Um, just getting there and having someone next to you while you're on that journey.
Thank you so much, Lisa. That means a lot to me. And of course, I have no magic, as I've said before, right? I show up, you show up, and because you show up fully, that makes everything really happen in the end. And it's just a pleasure to be on the journey with you.
You too.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you so much, Lisa.